Welcome to Whispered Dreams, where dreams begin and worries drift away. Here you'll find magical stories and calming tales to help you unwind, relax, and prepare for a peaceful night's sleep. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to join our cozy bedtime community. Now, close your eyes, snuggle in, and let the story take you on a journey. Sweet dreams await. Let's begin. The moon rose gently over the Namib Desert, casting a silvery glow across the vast expanse of rippling sands. In the stillness of the night, a warm breeze carried the scent of wildflowers blooming along the distant Kunene River. It was a night of whispers, where the desert seemed to hum with stories of old, weaving ancient tales into the fabric of the wind. This was no ordinary desert. It was alive with magic, a place where time stood still and dreams intertwined with reality. Among the dunes sat a small Himba village, its huts made of clay and straw, glowing faintly under the moonlight. Within one of these huts, a young boy named Tumo lay on his woven mat, his eyes heavy with sleep, but his heart eager for a story. His grandmother, Mama Konda, known as the village storyteller, sat beside him, her wrinkled hands resting gently on her knees. Tonight, she began, I will tell you the tale of the Whispering Sands, the magical place where the past speaks, the present listens, and the future unfolds. Long ago, when the world was young and the stars were closer to the earth, there lived a wise and kind queen named Ntambu. She ruled over the Namib Desert with a heart as vast as the sky and a spirit as resilient as the sand. Ntambu was known for her ability to communicate with nature. She spoke to the winds, danced with the rains, and understood the language of the desert creatures. One fateful day, a drought unlike any other struck the land. The rivers dried up, the animals fled, and the people grew weary. Ntambu climbed the tallest dune, her robes shimmering in the golden light, and called upon the spirits of the desert. "O great spirits," she pleaded, "show us the way to water and life, for my people are suffering." The wind swirled around her, carrying a soft, melodic whisper. It was the voice of the sands, telling her of a hidden oasis deep within the heart of the desert. But beware, the sands warned, for the path is guarded by the spirit of the mirage, a trickster who delights in leading travelers astray. Only a heart pure of intention can find the oasis. Determined to save her people, Ntambu set off on her journey. She took only her staff, adorned with feathers and beads, and a small clay pot to carry water. The desert stretched endlessly before her, its beauty masking its dangers. The dunes rose and fell like waves frozen in time, and the sun blazed fiercely during the day, while the nights were chillingly cold. As Ntambu walked, she listened closely to the whispers of the sands. They guided her with gentle hints and cryptic riddles. "Follow the star that never wavers," they said, "and you will find your way." The queen's heart remained steadfast, and her faith in the desert spirits never wavered. After days of travel, Ntambu encountered the spirit of the mirage. It appeared as a shimmering figure, ever-changing in form, at times a beautiful woman, at others a fearsome beast. "Why do you seek the oasis?" the spirit asked, its voice echoing like the wind. "I seek it not for myself," Ntambu replied, "but for my people who suffer from the drought." The spirit's laughter filled the air. "Many have come before you, seeking the same. Show me your worth, Queen of the Sands. Solve my riddle, and I shall let you pass. Fail, and you shall wander these dunes forever." The spirit's riddle was a complex weave of words. "I am not alive, yet I grow. I have no lungs, yet I need air. I have no mouth, yet I drown. What am I?" Ntambu closed her eyes, listening to the desert's whispers. The sands seemed to hum in unison, guiding her thoughts. "You are fire," she answered confidently. The spirit's form shimmered, and its laughter softened. "You have answered well, Queen. Proceed, but remember, the journey is not over." Guided by the unwavering star, Ntambu finally reached the hidden oasis. It was a breathtaking sight. Crystal clear waters surrounded by lush greenery, flowers blooming in vibrant colors, and the air filled with the sound of birdsong. The queen knelt by the water, filling her clay pot, and offered a prayer of gratitude. The spirits of the oasis appeared before her, their forms translucent and glowing. "You have proven your worth, Ntambu. This water shall flow to your people, but remember, it is your kindness and courage that sustain them." Ntambu returned to her village with the water, and as she poured it into the dry riverbed, it began to flow once more, bringing life back to the land. The people rejoiced, their hearts filled with gratitude and awe. From that day on, the village thrived, and the desert flourished in harmony. The tale of Ntambu became a cherished story passed down through generations. The villagers built a shrine at the oasis, and it became a place of pilgrimage, where people would come to seek guidance and offer prayers. To this day, it is said that the sands of the Namib Desert whisper the story of Ntambu to those who listen closely. The desert remains a place of wonder and mystery, where the spirit of the kind queen lives on, reminding all who hear her tale of the power of courage, compassion, and faith. As Mama Konda finished her story, she looked down at Tumo, who had drifted into a peaceful sleep, his tiny chest rising and falling in rhythm with the desert's whispers. She smiled, knowing that the magic of the Whispering Sands had worked its spell once again, lulling yet another soul into a tranquil slumber. The next morning, the first light of dawn crept through the cracks of Mama Konda's hut, painting the walls with streaks of gold. Tumo stirred, his small frame shifting under the woven blanket. His eyes fluttered open, still heavy with sleep, but his mind was alive with the echoes of the story Mama had told. "Mama," he murmured, rubbing his eyes as he sat up. His voice was soft but insistent. "What happened after Queen Ntombu brought the water back to the village? Did the desert stop whispering?" Mama Konda, who had been tending to the fire, turned to him with a knowing smile. "Ah, my boy," she said, her voice as warm as the morning sun. "The story of the Whispering Sands never truly ends. It is woven into the wind, into the very fabric of our lives. But if you wish to hear more, I will tell you." Tumo nodded eagerly, his sleepiness melting away. He wrapped his blanket around his shoulders and scooted closer to his grandmother, ready for the next chapter of the tale. Mama Konda settled beside him, her hands clasped around her walking stick. Years after Queen Ntambu's journey, her people grew strong and prosperous. The desert, once harsh and unforgiving, seemed to cradle the village in its gentle embrace. Yet the whispers of the sands did not fade. They carried new messages, new challenges, and new secrets for those who dared to listen. One day, a young herder named Kuva heard the sands singing a melody he had never heard before. It was soft and mournful, like a bird calling for its mate. Kuva followed the sound, and what he found would change the village forever. Kuva was led to a hidden valley surrounded by towering dunes. There he found ancient carvings etched into the rock, telling a story older than even Tombu's. They spoke of a second oasis, one that held not only water but also a gift of light, an energy that could heal the sick and strengthen the weak. Tumo's eyes widened. "Did Kuva find the oasis, Mama?" he asked, his voice filled with wonder. Mama Konda chuckled softly. "Patience, my boy. Kuva was brave, but the journey was not easy. He had to pass through trials, just as Queen Ntombu did. The spirit of the mirage appeared once more, testing his resolve. But Kuva was clever and kind, and his heart was pure. He proved himself worthy, and the sands revealed the path to the second oasis." This second oasis was unlike anything Kuva had ever seen. Its waters sparkled with a light so bright it seemed to hold the sun within it. When Kuva brought this water back to the village, it healed the sick and brought strength to the weary. The elders said it was a gift from the ancestors, a reminder that the desert always provides for those who respect its magic. Tumo's face lit up with excitement. "So the village became even stronger?" "Yes," Mama Konda replied, her voice softening. "But the gift came with a warning. The sands whispered that the oasis must never be taken for granted. It was a blessing meant to be shared wisely and protected fiercely. Those who used it selfishly would lose its light forever." Tumo's expression grew serious. "Did anyone try to misuse the oasis?" Mama Konda nodded slowly. "There were those tempted by its power, who sought to hoard the water for themselves. But the sands always saw through their greed. The spirit of the mirage would appear, disguising itself as a villager in need. Those who refused to share found the water turning to dust in their hands. It was a lesson the village never forgot. The greatest strength comes from unity and kindness. Mama Konda leaned closer to Tumo, her voice dropping to a whisper. To this day, the sands continue to whisper their wisdom. Those who listen carefully can hear stories of courage and compassion, warnings and blessings. But not everyone has the patience to hear their song. That is why storytellers like me and dreamers like you must keep the stories alive. Tumo smiled, his heart swelling with pride. One day, I'll go into the desert and listen to the whispers too. Maybe I'll find a new story to bring back to the village. I have no doubt you will, Mama Konda said, brushing a stray lock of hair from his forehead. Tumo yawned, the excitement of the story giving way to the pull of sleep once more. He lay back down on his mat, his blanket tucked around him. Will you tell me more tomorrow, Mama? He asked, his voice drowsy. Of course, my child, Mama Konda replied, her voice soothing. The sands have endless stories, and I will always share them with you. As Tumo drifted off, the whispers of the desert seemed to grow louder, wrapping him in a cocoon of ancient magic and dreams of distant dunes. Outside, the stars twinkled in agreement, their light a gentle promise that the story would continue. Thank you for spending this time with us at Whispered Dreams. We hope tonight's story has brought you closer to a restful sleep and filled your dreams with wonder. Remember, your support means the world to us. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share to help grow our cozy community. Until next time, may your nights be peaceful, your dreams magical, and your heart at ease. Sweet dreams.